thing about working in foreign policy is you need to have both eyes blackened before you wake up. Vietnam shocked me, it blackened one eye. I said to myself after I had been a proponent of the war for some time, I said to myself, what the hell do you know about Vietnam? What the hell does Bob McNamara know or Lyndon Johnson? They didn't know anything about it. Didn't know anything about it. The only book I had read about Vietnam, and here I'm director of policy planning in the Pentagon. The only book I had read about Vietnam, and I'm working primarily on Vietnam. The only book I had read was The Frenchman, Two Vietnams. Bernard Fall. One book. And that probably put me at a distinct advantage over 90% of the people in the U.S. bureaucracy. Didn't know anything about that place. It was a square on the strategic chessboard. It was not a country with a culture and a history and a people. Americans don't know anything about the world. We know less about the world than any other country. And the great irony is, we are a country of immigrants. Everybody came here from someplace else except the Indians. Maybe they came from someplace else too. And as soon as they come here, they forget about where they came from in terms of doing anything except advocating. Jewish community advocates for Israel, Greeks for Greece, and so forth. But in terms of knowledge, it just isn't there. And we don't even make a serious attempt to do it. When I was in school, the foundations, and I used to have this argument with many of David's bosses at Carnegie and the heads of foundations. I said, you guys used to fund regional studies programs in universities, the foundations. Now you give all the money to yourselves. You used to fund these great regional studies programs, and we were building up people with knowledge of history, culture, language. We stopped it. What's going on? What kind of nonsense is that? So we don't know anything about the world. You know, Britain even today produces at Oxford all these Arabists, and they actually speak Arabic. And we can't find them at the highest price to hire for the New York Police Department or the CIA. We can't find the people except those who came in as immigrants to this country, and we can't hire them because they can't get security clearances. That's true. So, you know, we don't know about these places, and we get involved in them time and again. We didn't know what was going on in Iran. We don't know Afghanistan. I learned most of what I know about Afghanistan from books written by Afghans, Pakistanis, and Brits. And the Americans, I mean, I write for this thing called the Daily Beast, just so I can be an up-to-date modern blogger. And there was somebody who is now, you know, regular for the Daily Beast, who writes this piece on Afghanistan, saying, who says Afghanistan isn't a nation state? Anybody who says that doesn't know anything about the history of this place. And this is one of the main guys in the foreign policy debate in our country. What a schmuck. But to think that somebody can be a big part of the foreign policy debate and say that. But that's the case. These people don't know about it. What did Barack Obama know about Afghanistan? Probably not much more than Lyndon Johnson knew about Vietnam as a real country. So, as I say in the book, in order to exercise power, you have to know about the country you're trying to leverage. You have to know what buttons to push. Otherwise, you screw up.